Hello everyone, welcome back to the book reading marathon, the Read and Write Challenge. Friends, we have just completed our 42nd book, The Pomodoro Technique by Francesco Cirillo. This powerful little book reminded us that productivity doesn't come from working endlessly. Rather, it comes from managing our energy and attention. By using focused 25 minutes sprint followed by short breaks, we learned how to defeat procrastination and enjoy the process of working. Friends, many of us already shared how just 1 week of applying this method boosted our productivity. And now it's time for the 43rd book of our journey and the 6th book in our time management series, The 4 Hours Week by Ferriss. Friends, this book isn't just another productivity guide. It's a manifesto for designing your dream, lifestyle and escaping the 9-to-5 trap. Ferriss introduces us to the D.E.A.L framework. D.E.A.L refers to define, eliminate, automate, and liberate. Let's break it down step by step. So, in D.E.A.L, D refers to define, which is the step 1. So, it says, what do you really want? Instead of waiting for retirement to enjoy life, define your dream lifestyle today. The author gives an example of himself, that he was running a successful sports nutrition business, but working 80 hours a week left him miserable. Once he defined his dream, and the dreams were like traveling, having freedom and learning, he redesigned his business around that vision. So what we can take away from here is, don't just aim to be rich, be specific. Like, I want to spend 3 months in Italy while earning remotely to cover my expenses. The step 2 of this framework is eliminate. That is the art of selective ignorance. Friends, most of our time is wasted on low value tasks. Into the 80-20 rule, 80% of the results come from 20% of the efforts. The author again gives an example of himself, that he discovered that most of the profits came from just a handful of his clients. By cutting out unprofitable, stressful customers, his income actually went up while his stress dropped. So what we can take away from here is, cut the noise, focus only on the task that truly moves the needle. The step 3 of this framework is automate. Build systems that work without you. Here's where freedom begins: automation and outsourcing. The author had virtual assistants in India and Philippines to manage his emails, calls, and admin works. This gave him the freedom to focus on high impact decisions. So this is very important. If you want to be a part of your most important decisions, you need to delegate something to the unimportant things to others. The author also automated his online business, payments, shippings, and customer service, so the business could run almost without him. So what we can take away from here is, stop doing everything yourself, delegate, outsource, and automate wherever it is possible. The step 4 is liberate. Escape the office, live your dream life. The author teaches us to break free from the office mindset. Have a mindset that talks about freedom. The author negotiated remote work by showing he was more productive at home. Eventually, he gained full freedom. He talked to his boss that if he works from his home, he can be more productive, and that he also proved that. He also introduced the idea of mini retirement, taking short breaks throughout life instead of waiting for the retirement. Imagine spending 3 months in Argentina learning tango or traveling Asia while running your business online. So the key takeaway from here is don't wait for someday. Start living parts of your dreams live now. Now friends, let's see some other nuggets also from this book. The author says that being busy is just another form of laziness. Fear is often an illusion. Test your fears and you will realize the worst case scenario isn't so bad. The author says true success isn't money, it's freedom, fulfillment, and the choices that you make. The freedom to make choice. So friends, as we begin reading the 4-hour work week, reflect on this. What dream have you been postponing for someday? Which task can you eliminate today and automate it or delegate it to somebody this week? And how can you start taking mini retirements in your own life? Friends, remember, this book isn't about being lazy. It's about working less so you can live more. So this is about living more. Now, I'd like to talk about your next steps. Friends, I request you to read the 4-hour work week with focus. Share your insights with the group and most importantly, apply one strategy from this book to your life this week. So friends, before I sign off for today, if this video inspired you, please share it with your friends, family and colleagues. Let's invite more people into the book reading marathon, the Read and Write Challenge. Friends, believe me, this challenge, if taken, can change your life. And together, we will read, grow and rise, one book at a time. So friends, thank you very much and see you inside this challenge. Thank you very much for being a part of this incredible journey, the book reading marathon, the Read and Write Challenge.